Hey, welcome to college football. My name is Jesse. Before you jump into that video, make sure you visit cooladman100x.com to get custom ebooks and other things that's available on the website. Link will be in the description below. Also, visit the NFLShop to get yourself some Kansas City's Chiefs gear and your own personal team gear as well. And also, all the other sponsors will be in the description below. Now, back to Kool-Aid.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Kool-Aid100x. Welcome to college football. How you guys doing? We're going to be jumping into the UNLV offensive playbook. We're going to be using Georgia as our team to play with. And I want to go over a couple of plays that I thought that were interesting to use in this formation called Go-Go Slot Open out of Gun. We're going to look at a couple of plays, not a mini scheme, but look at a couple of plays that you can apply to a mini scheme that you want. Now, the first play we're going to be looking at is the RPO read HB flat. So let's take a look at this play. What I love about this play is that the formation is actually set up for something unique you never saw before. The two running backs standing next to each other with that RPO a little bit going to the right. Now, what I love about this RPO is that it gives you a chance to utilize the right side of the field. Now, when you're utilizing the right side of the field, you can see this play turn into a nice little block situation, as you see there. So the only downside of this play is that I love the formation setup, but you have to utilize the block depending on what defense is being ran. Overall, the play is very good to use, as you can see here. So I do like about it is the run on the left side. You get a nice wall situation going to the left side of the field. Now you're utilizing both left and right side of the field. What I do like about this run is that it can make a nice wall to get you a nice couple yards. Now, the hidden way about this run is that a lot of people don't get in the backfield like that, depending on the type of running back that you're running. So I would recommend having a faster running back that can actually hit these holes a little bit more faster. So when you're utilizing this play, you'll know how to utilize it better. So when they start keying in on it, you can actually hit them with this RPO, but you have to worry about breaking tackles and seeing who's open on the right side of the field. But be mindful, this play can be stopped very easily, but it's a unique formation that made me curious to use. Now, another thing about this play, another play in this formation that makes it a little bit more better to use, is that I started seeing a lot of different options, I would say. Now, another play that I thought that was interesting is this HB swing and this HB slot lead. So let's take a look at this HB swing really quick. Now, the HB swing is like a running play going to the right side of the field with a motion route. Now, as you see here, when he motions out, you can throw it instantly to the right side of the field. You get sort of good blocking. Now, when I started paying attention to this formation, I thought it was kind of unique because I've never seen nobody run it before. So when I started looking at it, I started looking at the blocking on the right side. So let's pay attention. So when you have these running backs lined up here, as you see here, you don't know exactly which one you're going to or running out of. So when he runs the route, he gets that extra block lead down the field here. As you see this field being compressed, you can definitely catch the ball and utilize the blocking. The only downside to this play is that I don't like the blocking in this situation with this play. He should be able to be active. I hate that it stops here. I wish you can actually call blockers as a running back after you get the ball and tell them to go block someone, which I don't know why they never added in college or Madden. So when you're running the ball, you can see the stretch of the field that you have alone that you can utilize with if you have the right running back or receiver to run on that side. So what makes the play inventable is that you can actually pass into it off the post too as well. So you want to make that a very good thing to utilize too as well in the game. So these two routes are very crucial. It's like an RPO, but in a way, it can open up so much doors down the field for you. Be mindful on how you use this play too, because it's very tricky to use, and you got to utilize the block too, because they get in the backfield pretty quick. Or I think it's depending on the receiver that you can actually change in and change out. But after you get the block here, you can see the field and examples that you get here. So let's take a look. what I'm telling you about is the blocking. The blocking situation stop here. You only go about 2 or 3 yards, but after the play is being thrown, you can see after getting the ball, you can see the lanes actually start to create. So this is where you actually start looking at pass you can actually run to get extra yards off the blocking. So now you're utilizing the field and utilizing the right side of the field in that way. So now let's take a look at another play. And I thought that was kind of interesting, which is the spot lead swing. The spot lead swing is a little bit different. Now, it kind of made me confused off the other play that's just like this one, because to me, you get better blocking. Now, the difference between this is the swing is further out. Now, when you run this play, it's a little bit more of a better blocking situation. Now the running backs is actually playing what they're supposed to be playing. So now they get out the field and you can see this lane start to develop. When I started playing with this play more, I started just running it and seeing how players react to it. Now when I start understanding it a little bit better, I started seeing it a little bit differently. So when you run this swing play, you understand the block is your lead. That's your lead blocker there. Your lead blocker is going to be number 3, as you see. So when you see him, you get that one little block and you get these extra yards downfield. Now, the cool thing about this play is that you got a couple pass plays, which I do love this circle route there that cuts back in the field. Also, you got that little bit of an out route with R1 that's cutting inside a little bit. So you can definitely put that into a sideline type of situation. But what made me curious is this swing route. I just couldn't stop playing with it until I started understanding the lanes to it, the running concept. To me, I think it's like a throwing screen in a way, because you're throwing in between the defenders. Even though this is a formation that I want to use multiple times, but I definitely want to get into labbing more and understanding more, because I actually never seen anyone run this formation like this. And it's different, you know. So I thought this was a unique play. Another play that caught my attention that I found that was a unique play too in this formation was the what other formation I saw in here? The triple option is in there, which is kind of curious to me, and a load and option. And the RPO. Now the RPO alert bubble is a little bit different in this formation, because you got a stable run to the left side, but I thought the RPO was a little different because you get that first lead block, which is very standard in this formation. And I'm thinking to myself, like, this is a pretty good formation. Once you get the lead block, he pretty much gone down the sideline, basically. See, that first lead block that you see there. And I thought it was interesting in a way, because when you throw it, that first lead block is always the one you want to beat every single time. So when you see it, you'll be able to see it a little bit more better. But I thought the run play was pretty decent too as well. So this gives you a chance to utilize that on the left side of the field also. Now, when you're running this formation, I think the play that I would come out in to keep a defensive honest is levels, because that'll give you a little bit more of a leeway to understand how people are running these plays. And what makes it unique is that you can have these running backs change in so many directions. So as you see here, we got the running back that actually can go out into a flat swing left in route, post route, even in Texas. See what I'm saying? That's setting up this route. Or you can go flat situation. So let's say if you want to run these two routes, you see what I'm saying? Who would actually guard that in that situation? You see what I'm saying? So it gives you a little bit more of options. So when you're doing, hit it with a run play with the inside zone, it's actually decent too as well when you're running the actual play. If you got 3 down linemen, I think the inside zone would be good out of this formation, and it sets up perfectly for lanes for you too as well. So it's just something I thought that was unique in this formation that was kind of different to see people run it, very different formations. So definitely take a look at it if you're interested. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one.